proliferate one. And then what we do is we drown an Ichor ourselves so we can proliferate. There we go. You gotta get a little silly sometimes. Sometimes you have to get a little silly. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we're revisiting one of my favorite types of decks in my favorite type of color. Golgari Poison Toxic. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, Jay, I don't like that. Well, I like it. We have a secret weapon in this one, and it's the return of Finn in Foundations. Finn is setting Toxic off like crazy. We did a previous Finn deck. It was very aggro, very low to the ground. This is a little bit more wide guard on this one. I like this one a lot. And it has a lot of legends in it and a couple other tricks that I didn't use last time. So I'm really excited about this one. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and claw you for not liking the video and subscribing and becoming a villain today. We'd love you to do that. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube, both locations. We're actually almost at 3,000 on Twitch, so follow that link down below. Help us hit that threshold. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. All that stuff right there is the best way to communicate with me. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. If you want a copy of this one, go right down there. That's where all the decks are. So we also want to say thank you to Trexodactyl. He gave me the idea of another Toxic deck. I don't even think barely any of his original deck is in this because I've changed it so much. He had some really good ideas, but I really took it my own way. One of the texts that I think you're going to like in this, though, is in here. So before we do that, you can find his link down below as well. So, Toxic. We're going a little bit, like I said, we're going a little bit heavier. I feel like solely relying on Toxic was not always working, and we want to be able to damage out the opponent as well. So we're going to do a couple of things. Bilious Skull Dweller right there is going to be 1 black, 1/1 Phyrexian Insect. That is a great way to start. Okay, this guy, 1/1 Toxic Deathtouch. In this game, the way we have this set up, there is actually a way that we can get a turn 3 Toxic win with Finn the Fangbearer, Necrogen Communion, and this guy. He is just a solid team player all around. He's just all around going to be really, really useful. All right, so he's a great blocker, great attacker. That Deathtouch Toxic is a lot of potential poison to put down. Keep an eye on him. Rot Priest. We do get Rot Priest scoops, by the way. We do get times where people see the Rot Priest go down and they go, nope, and then they immediately leave. People hate this card, and for good reason. 1 green, 1/2 Toxic Phyrexian Druid. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter on it. Anytime. If we target our own creatures, if they target our creatures, whatever happens, they get a poison. That can only happen 10 times before you lose the game. That's how Toxic and Poison works. It also is a Toxic 1. Early play. My favorite maneuver to do with this card is to not play it on turn 1, play it on turn 2, and hit it when they try to remove it with Cut Down or some other removal. We immediately hit it with Tyvar's Stand, so they actually get the double dose. Okay, so they try to hit it with Cut Down on turn 2, and then it gets targeted, so they get 1 poison, and then I target it with Tyvar's Stand, and it gets targeted again, and they get 2 poison. So not only did they not kill Toxic Venerated Rot Priest, they got 2 poison for their effort and wasted a removal card. It is extremely powerful in that nature. Again, I'm not kidding when I say people, you'll put 1 of these or 2 of these down, and people just go, yeah, I'm good. No, thank you. I want to be done. Extremely powerful Toxic tech right there. So we're going to do that. As far as removal is concerned, I'm going to go with some early cut downs. I do want to get aggro out of the way or some other medium-sized creatures. We're also going to go with Drown and Ichor, which is something I didn't use last time. -4, -4. Not a bad way of getting rid of a creature, and it has that lovely Proliferate combo on there, which Proliferate, you can increase the number of Toxic that your opponent has. Also, the art in this is sick. It's all sorts of crazy organic vines eating up a skeleton. So it's a good way to place removal, and it proliferates. It is a sorcery, but it does increase the poison counters on them. Proliferate is you choose a counter and increase it. As far as protection goes, this is our other kind of trick here. In a removal heavy meta, I'm going to double down on protection. People are going to want to kill your stuff like crazy. And people are going to accidentally toxic themselves to death when you have Venerated Raw Priest out and you protect your stuff. So one of them is going to be Tyvar Stan. X can be 0, so you can pay this for 1 green mana and give somebody hexproof and indestructible. That'll survive direct effect actions, meaning it can't be the target of spells or abilities, and it can't be destroyed. So even if they try to use an direct exile ability on it, it won't work. Or even if they try to use a board wipe, it won't work. You can keep stuff on the board way past their removal. You can also pump with it, which is another thing that you can do. If you have middle to late game, you can pump with it and absolutely slam into somebody with a huge amount of damage, which is another strategy that we can go with when we're dealing with some of these bigger creatures as we go. The other protection that I want to run is Overprotect, and I want to say this is the biggest contribution that Trex gave to the deck right here, is running Overprotect. This is another one that I don't think people are running, and it is extremely powerful. It is a frog wearing a turtle shell, which is funny. It's from Bloomborough. 1 green and 1 target creature you control gets +3/+3 and gains trample, hexproof, and indestructible until the end of turn. Putting that much extra damage with trample and hexproof and indestructible is all of a sudden very powerful. Like Overprotect on a Bilious Skulldweller, it'll deliver a toxic payload, and it'll do damage. It's very, very useful, especially when they're not expecting that trample to push over, and they're expecting something to die. As far as other removals, I'm actually going to run some Assassin's Trophies. I like that I can destroy a permanent. I don't really care about having them ramp. It is what it is, man. You play some trade-offs for Assassin's Trophies. If you wanted to do the Exile one, yeah, you can put that in your sideboard as well. I know a lot of people like the Terra Sunder and all that. That's fine as well. You know, I'm not mad at you for running a Terra Sunder. I kind of like Assassin's Trophy, and it's a good reprint from MKM right there. So the main event. What are we talking about to get the extra toxic off right here? Finn the Fangbearer. All right, as you can see here, I have a bunch of art cards of him because he's awesome. He is from Kaldheim. The thing is they reprinted him in Foundations, so he is now available to be played in Foundations. Even though he rotated out with Kaldheim, he's back. He's back in Standard for 5 years. 1 green, 1/1/3, Human Warrior, Deathtouch. Whenever a creature you control with Deathtouch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. Now, I said previously that Bilious Skulldweller and Finn the Fangbearer can kill a person on turn 3, and I mean it. So anytime that a Deathtouch creature hits somebody, they get 2 poison counters if he's down. Bilious Skulldweller on 1, Finn the Fangbearer on 2, right? That'll, when you attack and you hit someone with Bilious Skulldweller, guess what? That'll do how much? With Deathtouch, it's 2. With Toxic, it's 1. It'll give him 3 poison counters. Turn 3, we put down Necrogen Communion either on Finn the Fangbearer or on Bilious Skulldweller. That's 3, that's 2, and that's 2. 3, 2, and 2 is how much? 7, and you did how much last time? You did 3 last time. 3 and 7 is 10. A player with 10 or more poison counters loses the game. These 3 cards is a turn 3 win poison. Skulldweller into Necrogen into Fang. No, I'm sorry. Skulldweller into Finn into Necrogen on turn 3 is a turn 3 kill. Terrible. So Finn makes all of your Deathtouch creatures, and we have a few of them. That's why our Deathtouch ladies are right here. Make even more poison. It makes everything that much more deadly. We're putting in with even more deadly toxic poison on that one. That's what we're going to want to keep right there. Necrogen makes things bad to worse right here. Again, in the specific removal meta, 1 black and 1, each creature, enchant creature you control, it has toxic 2. Don't forget that toxic stacks, meaning that if Bilious Skulldweller is toxic 1, it goes up to toxic 3. And if the creature dies, it returns to the battlefield under your control. Most notably, it does not return tapped. So if it's something dies and goes in, or you use it to block, it just dies and immediately comes back and loses Necrogen. It is an amazing kind of a survival spell right there. So not only does it make things twice as poisonous, it stacks on all the other poisons, and it brings resurrection right there. So it's really, really, really good stuff. You want even more? Like I said, I want to do damage out. I want to have the option of really muscling through. We're going to have the Bloated Contaminator right here. 1 green and 2 4/4 trample. A 3-drop 4/4 trample is not bad in and of itself, but the fact that he's Toxic 1 and that he, whenever he deals combat damage to a player, he proliferates on top of that, which increases their total Toxic by 1. Very, very useful card there to just kind of muscle through. You combine him with like something like Overprotect, and you're doing a huge amount of damage on people. They can't block it effectively. They really, really are going to get muscled down by the big bloat boy right there. That's why I call him the bloat boy. Glizzy Sunslizzy, yes, she is amazing. Phyrexian Zombie Elf. We stand an Undead Queen here. 1 green and 1 black and 1 3/3 first strike Deathtouch. For terrible fucking card. Probably one of the better Golgari creatures right here available. First strike and Deathtouch is nightmarish. They could swing in with a 10/10. It doesn't matter. It dies from 1 hit. She's very, very hard to deal with. She's a great defender, a great attacker, and she gets this great variety. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. If you hit, you destroy an enchantment, extremely useful, or you remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. That can kill a planeswalker and do a lot of different stuff. We love Glizzy Sunslizzy. The fact that she is charged up with Finn the Fangbearer, because now she normally is a Phyrexian, she normally doesn't have Toxic. Finn gives her that Toxic too. So they have to either block her, they have to deal with her, or take the hit, get the Toxic, and give you all those bonuses right there. So a great Phyrexian addition on top of everything else we're doing. Of course, if we're talking Toxic Phyrexians, if we're talking Deathtouch, I don't know why I never put Sheoldred. Sheoldred and Finn the Fangbearer, I mean, together at last, guys, can we even say that it's really a match that's been a long time coming? 2 black and 2 4/5. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever opponent card draws a card, they lose 2 life. Again, having that option of medium to high end creatures that do damage on top of the fast poison on the low end is really overwhelming for some people, especially if you're playing suppression, you're playing protection, you're playing removal. These combination of creatures on turn 3, 4, 5 as we go, dealing damage, pushing in with Deathtouch, constantly putting pressure on your opponent, them not being able to build up a board of creatures because they're getting Deathtouched out, or they're getting damaged, or they're getting trampled over, extremely aggressive. And again, Finn, combined with her, gives her Toxic 2. So she's a 4/5, Toxic 2, Deathtouch, draw a card, gain 2 life, opponent draws a card, they lose 2. She also synchronizes with Glissa really nicely because we draw a card and lose 1 life. Guess what? When we draw a card, we gain 1 life. So we gain 2. So we'd actually gain 1 in that transaction and a card for that combo play right there. So again, slightly modified from our previous versions, but really I like that there is these legends in here that are really kind of pushing the damage up and really pushing the synergy and combination plays up right there. 5 swamps, 4 forests, 6 forests, Blooming Marsh, Llanowar Waste. I'll throw with 1 Restless Cottage, 1 Temple of Milady, and 2 Cavern of Souls. If you choose Phyrexian and then human, you're good to go. Phyrexian creatures, yeah, 20 creatures, Phyrexians, Beast, Druid, Elf, everything right there. It's mostly Phyrexians. Finn is there, he's helping out, he's helping the Phyrexians. They've come to an uneasy truce, what can I say? 11 instants, 4 sorceries, 3 enchantments, 23 lands altogether, and a fairly cheap aggressive deck right here. 1.9 average CMC. A little smattering of green more than black. Believe it or not, yeah, it is a little bit more green than black. Kind of expected. Toxic kind of leans more green than black, I think. I think it's kind of almost a better color for it, to be honest. There is black Toxic, but it's kind of all over the place. Here's some other tech that I could run for you, though. I want to talk to you about the sideboard a little bit, because there was some good ideas in the original version of this deck that was really nice. I do like Gix in this. It's not terrible. Vraska's Fall is not a bad way to get rid of creatures, because that will give you... that will give your opponent poison counters, and they have to sacrifice. Withering Torment, enchantment removal. Necrogen Rot Priest is a great way to increase the amount of Toxic that people do. I'm not crazy that it's so expensive. I feel like it's, for a 5-drop, a 1/5 5-drop, 4-drop, I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than we want. Gix's Command is great for a nice sweeper right there, especially for pumps and other things like that. Terror Sunder, as we previously discussed. One that I want to kind of tell you about the most is a good Finn the Fangbearer combination play, and this was discovered by Trex, is Vraska Joins Up. So this is a Golgari card right here. When it enters, put a Deathtouch counter on each creature you control. So if it doesn't already have Deathtouch, you have to talk about like basically Bloated Contaminator and Venerated Rot Priest. They don't have Deathtouch, so you could put this in, give them Deathtouch, which means that Finn will work with them very nicely. Also, it has the additional thing is It will give that death touch so that things can get more poison. Also, whenever a legendary creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. So that means Finn, Glissa, and Sheoldred are drawing you extra cards. Pretty good synergy with Sheoldred and all these other ones. So not a bad idea if you wanted to change it up a little bit and get a little bit more card draw synergy and more death touch as you go. But it really is a death touching poison deck right here. Hope you like this one. Let's get into it, guys. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this one. We are grinding up Diamond. I think we're going to make Diamond 3 with this one, and we're going to make our assault on Mythic over the holiday weekend here. Tell me what you think. Make sure to like the video. Do all that stuff. Leave a comment. I love hearing your comments, guys. I like to read them. I try to respond to almost every comment if I can, so let's get into it. Become a 5/5 instant blocker. Proliferate means add 1 counter of any type. I had just put down 2 of them. If I had put down the second one when I had it there, but I was worried that he had a removal or a board wipe and he was tricking me. So I made a calculated decision. I said, I'm not going to play this other one. I'm going to hold it in hand for his multiple forms of removal. That way I have a backup when I want to get in. So I called an audible and said, I can put down a second one and I can swing in double next turn. But that only works if he doesn't draw anything. Otherwise, I overcommit to the board. And what I didn't want to do was overcommit to the board. So that was my that was my decision. He had an extra treasure, which he was counting on me not seeing. It only cost 4, and he had enough on the board to hit it out. Let's say Phyrexian. Let's do that. He's gonna play some kill. Anoint. Boom. This guy's getting fucking poisoned for days. This guy's getting fucking poisoned for days, bro. Has he got another removal for me? Fucking 5th removal that he's gonna play? There you go. This is an amazing deck he's built here. Really fucking giga brain shit. Giga fucking brain shit right there. I'll tell you what. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go in. Boom, pop, chicka chop, draw a card and lose one. Okay, boom. All right, this is Giga Brain plays right. Who would have ever thought to play that? Good golly, Miss Molly, man. My dude does not want fucking board state. I'll tell you that much. He doesn't want it. Target player sacrifices a creature. Let's do that. This dude hates board state. Only took 6 poison counters before he realized. Yeah, it was 6 poison counters before he realized that he had to get rid of the Rot Priest. He was just like, why do I keep getting poisoned? I know. I'll just keep playing removal on those creatures. This is what happens, and this is I swear to God, man, this is what I call removal brain, is that you literally can't think in it. You start playing removal so much and board wipe so much, you literally cannot think in any other line. Kill, 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 kill. That's the solution to everything. When anybody deviates from that, I can't even imagine what else to do besides that. Oh, thank you so much, Mystical. What do those give you, by the way? 1 or 6 or 3? That's actually not bad. Okay, is he gonna run the tox on it? Is he gonna run the toxology report? He is. He gets the poison. Oof. So we hold steady. Boom. Bloat boy. Yeah, it's a serious thing. It's called removal brain. Is people are so stuck in the lines of I have to kill everything, I've got to destroy everything, I've got to, you know, do everything I possibly can to kill whatever I can, and they blow themselves up that way. I put the first 3 are the single pack, second 3 is a 6-pack. Oh, I only see one. there's only 3 here. Okay, so there's that. So let's do this. Let's push through. Boom. I'll submit that. We'll put down another one and see what he wants to do with it. We'll see what he wants to do with it, bro. Yeah, it's one picture, unfortunately. I'll have to watch the tape. Maybe I played that one last game wrong. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may have been playing fast and loose and didn't hit it right. Let's run that. He's probably going to play a pump on it. No, he's not going to play a pump on it. Okay. Reverse Forge, that's not anything, bro. Yeah, that's not anything, bro. We're going to hold steady. He's trying to find a white mana so he can play the Sunfall. Okay, so those are the delicious 6-packs. There's Brotherhood's End. Lightning Helix on one of them. Drowning Ichor. Okay, so we're going to have to get silly like Soupy Sales here. So that's going to give him 1. He's going to proliferate 1. And then what we do is we drown an Ichor ourselves so we can proliferate. There you go. You got to get a little silly sometimes. Sometimes you have to get a little silly. Not all the time. I don't want you to see silly constantly, but... Hey, there's the single packs. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Mystical, aka Zavritz, the favorites. Okay, good stuff. Hey, look, a pack. Let's open it up. Dracoseth, Maw of Flames. Unfortunately, it's too expensive. I tried working with him and he wouldn't cooperate. Which is a real shame. white in the deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a row right here. We actually were on quite a streak, and then it started to fade out for us there. We can't hit Rot Priest, man. We literally lack the ability to hit Rot Priest anymore, and that is our main centerpiece of how we win the game. Who ran it? It's somebody must have ran it to get it out. I know a content, that dude didn't come up with that shit on his own. A content creator made that. So the question is who? If this is fucking Raise the Past, oh my god. Fucking hell. So annoying. Again, it's the same decks over and over again, guys. That's the most boring thing about it, is it's literally the same fucking decks over and over again. That's what's the most discouraging thing about grinding, is it's literally the same shit over and over and over and over again, over and over and over again, man. Holy shit, dude. It is so boring in that regard that you just hit the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm trying to play a different deck every night. What's he got? You got a removal? I know he's got a removal. Come on. Come on, man. You know you got a fucking removal over here. There you go. Nice. Very nice. So, that's what he's playing. He's just going to reanimate. Sheltered by Ghost. Naturally, why not? Why wouldn't he have a shelter? Over and over and over again, the same fucking decks, man. I swear. Are we going to draw removal? Of course we won't. Oh, we did. Look at that. He's probably going to pull the rip up. No, Melee Benavides. Okay. We got that. Got that going for us. He's got an auger on that one. Land is not what we need there. Yeah, do that. Boom. Submit. Oh, I'm glad you like the rat decks. Everyone seemed to really like the rat deck. Submit. Boom. Boom. Pop. Pop. Proliferate. Poison. Submit. Poison. Is that the res? No, it's another Amelia Benavides Aguirre. Okay. Draws a card. And he's out of there. Alright. Well, we got something there. We got back into it. Yeah, we still haven't seen Rot Priest, guys. I want to point this out. We still haven't fucking seen the Rot Tussie. We still have not seen fucking Rot Priest on the break here. That's wild. Assassin's Trophy, the first set you played in Arena. That was our Ravnica? Still no Rot Priest, boys. Ops goes first. I got no removal. Still no Rot Priest. We'll keep it, though. We have one removal. Still has not fucking popped. MMR is just like, bro, you too good with that shit, man. You're too fucking good with that. You're too fucking powerful with Rot Priest, man. You can't be having that shit. There's Finn. We'll wait. Draw him out with this one. There you go. During Curiosity, very nice. Probably a counterspell. We'll hold steady here. Still no Rot. I'm gonna search for Rot Priest. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it, guys. We ain't seen it in fucking 5 games, but 5 games? How many games? Let me tell you. We haven't seen Rot Priest in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We have not drawn it one time. I'm not bullshitting. We have video evidence of this. It has not hit fucking one time in 7 games. It has not fucking hit. We have not had an opening hand. We have not drawn it. Still no Rot Priest. We're going to find it, guys. Don't worry. We're going to find that. I know it's in here somewhere. We're going to find it eventually, I think. Let's put down the Skulldugger. I think we'll get it eventually. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we will. I'm pretty sure we will. Is he going to go in? Oh, he's doing an explosion deck. Okay. Let's see, he's probably going to play removal on it, since he's got an open removal. Let's go for it. Boom. Emberheart Challenger. Gonna die from that. We're gonna find it one more time tonight, guys. We're gonna find that card. Don't worry. I know y'all are worried right now that you're saying, Jay, we're never gonna see that card again. Come on, Jay. I'm telling you, we're gonna see that card again. It's been a long day without you, my friend. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Oh. Drawing an Icor, perfect card for us. I love that. Boom. Boom. We're gonna go in there. Boom. Boom. Hit. Deathtouch and poison. Now we have Necrogen and Drown and Ichor coming. I don't think he can kill us. I don't think he can do 18 damage. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but he would need a really nice run of cards. That's not it. I'm just going to let this through. Because he's going to get absolutely effed in the A right now. Okay, so we're going to do that. He could pump once. This is going to be a humongous dose of poison. Yeah. That was going to be 14 poison total. Yes, that is true. Skulldweller, Finn, Communion, turn 3, win by Connect. Yes. Skulldweller 1, turn 2, Finn, Skulldweller 3, turn 3, Finn, Skulldweller, Communion is KO. If you can get that on a guy who's ramping or doing other crazy shit, it is it can fucking overpoison you. We're gonna find that card, guys. I swear we are. I swear. On a stack of bibbles. On a stack of bibbles. We're gonna fucking find it. Oh my goodness. Look who's there. On the play as well. On the play as well. Oh my goodness. So we're going to play Venerated Rot Priest. And then with the Tyvor stand, we're going to go in so they try to remove it. Oh my goodness. It's been 8 games, but we got there eventually, guys. We got there eventually. That's fantastic. We love to see it. That is true multipass. How you doing, Stella? Bravo. Tango. Actual. OMG, I know. And this guy's not even going to play, so we can't even play our precious, our guy right here. Our sweet, venerated Rot Priest. Much maligned, unfairly maligned Rot Priest. Drift Ronin. Hey, Drift Ronin. We were talking about you the other day, and you missed it. Because we have Aether Drift coming up. And I said, you know, there's some people from Kamigawa racing in that. And I said, what if there's a Ronin in Aether Drift? What if we have a samurai who's a Ronin in Aether Drift? What if? What do we even do in that contingency? Because he would be a Drift Ronin. I don't even know what we do, guys. That'd be DEFCON 1. I don't even know how we'd handle that. If they put a samurai in Aether Drift, we'd have a Drift Ronin, ladies and gentlemen. It would be there. It would be there, be square. This guy is not here. NZ666. He's not here. He's too busy worshiping the devil. The devil. Green to red, got a machine head. We didn't even get to play our sweet venerated rot priest. Our sweet boy. We didn't even get to run him out. We had the rot and he wasn't even there to get it, I know. The devil. I go first with the bilious hull dweller. That's fine. Put you down. If we get some mana, we'll be okay. Honest, own him. If this is a fucking... Oh my god. Take that, asshole. I just need a mana right here. I'm good to go. Deep Cavern fucking value, that's fine. Just give me a mana. An Ichor, a mana, something. Finn will work too. That'll work fine. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of poison, homie. That's gonna be a lot of fucking poison. Ellis Ilcor. Very nice, going in for one. Electrogen Communion. Very nice. Come on, just give me that mana. That's all I want. Gorehound. Sadistic Pilgrim number 2. Mill. Boom, cut down. That's 6 poison. Life Creed Duo. Shelter. Oh, Essence Channeler. Gain. Pop. The Venerated Ratussi. Wow. Really not helping us here, are you, game? Gain a life. Boom. Star Scrape. So we're just not allowed to have a whatchamacallit then. We're not allowed to have a fourth mana, a third mana after 12 cards. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Understandable. Understandable. Completely understandable. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, 13 cards in, we're allowed to have one? Okay, that makes sense. Why would he not go in with everything? Why is he just building boost here? He could damage himself with Caves of Koilos and go in. And he could have won a million times over. That's great. I love when I can't just play the game. VTech hasn't kicked in, yo. Yeah. I would have loved to have a third mana at any point in that game. So, you know, just a little force loss for the J. Just a little force loss for the J right there for the J-Ster. The J-Steroni. Ops goes first. Still haven't been able... We got the Rot Priest out last game. Alright, we'll play that. Boom. Finn. Probably going to kill it. Elena, Sainted Dusk. Protection from instants. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to kill her. And I'll have to play Finn next turn. Assassin's Trophy. Put that on you. It's going to be 4 poison. Fantastic. That's going to be 4 more poison. Fantastic. Boom. Boom. Day of Judgment. Yep. As suspected. As suspected. Don't know what was going on in that one, guys. We only saw like maybe 3 of his cards, so. Ops goes first. That's a little clumsy. I'll hold it. I'll hold it. I'll hold it. It's probably not the best thing to hold, but we'll see what happens here. Ooh. We have something to do. We have a chance to do something real silly. You know what? Let's flop it out there, man. Let's just show them what it is. Let's put the Schmied on the board and see what it is. Alright, since we put the Schmied out there. got him. Yep. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. That's the schmeediness right there. We're only 38 away from 6,000, from 3,000, guys. We've got 7 days to get 38. I think we can do it. I think we can definitely do it, for sure. Last one, folks. Then we're done for the night. I'm happy with this. I had to rip a lot of the guts out, Trex. I don't know. I don't even know if we can really consider this yours from the beginning anymore, because I ripped a lot of the guts out, but we did keep some of it. We did keep, I suppose, some, but I did. This is the ships of Theseus. This is the deck of Theseus right here, because damn near everything was replaced from what Trex was telling me before. Okay, so let's put down this silly little guy. Boom. Okay. I think probably Trex's biggest is overprotect. That is the big contribution there. We're gonna do this. Boom. He's probably gonna put down a ramper. Polocranos. There he is. There he is. He's going to do the hard-hitting question there. He's going to foretell that guy. Lizzie son Slizzy. Boom. You want that to die. I like this guy's moxie trying to make a mono green deck here. He's able to put down something big. He's going to be able to play a big hand here. He's got 6 mana, which is danger zone. Thrunbreaker Sun. That's very nice. Tyvar stand, very nice. We needed that. Yeah, I remember this counted as a green spell, so he really got fucked over on that one. He really got fucked over on it. Nobody plays Vorinclex anymore, by the way. This guy's fucking MIA, man. Nobody plays this dude. Glimpse the reactor core. Boom. Pass. I need 1 black mana here to hold steady, I think. Boom. That'll work. Boom. Drawn an Ichor. That'll work too. We have the protection spell for when he comes in. They're going to lose 2 life. Boom. Boom. Blue Chronos. Gets to draw a card. He's going to lose 2 life. Love that for him. He's going to try to rush me, I have a feeling. Oh, he's going to gain 4 life. Okay. The 4 life is going to help. The 4 life will help, yes. United Curator. Okay, who needs to go into the boo-boo hole here? Bloat Boy, you need to come down. As long as you get to exile, that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, so we'll get rid of you. We don't need to get no bigger. We're going to swing in with you. Boom. We're going to say draw a card and lose a life. Venerated Ratussi. Put you down for the threat. For the threat. He's struggling now. He's struggling. Can't really transform Polychronos either. It's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much for him. Because that'll cause him to take 2 damage. And then Sheldred will kill him on the gun right there. Hey, what's up, Vorps McGorps? Season. Oh, look at that. Vigilance and Trample until the end of turn. Very nice. Vigilance and Trample. Vigilance and Trample. So, alright. He has a grand total of 19 going in. I can block a grand total of 11. He has 19. I have 11 and 13 life. So I've got to figure out the most optimal way to do this. That'll block that. That'll block that. And that'll block that. Let's see if I live. It's going to be interesting. 7, 8, 9. He could have an ace in the hole here. No, he does not. He does not have an ace in the hole. Excellent battle right there, folks. Beautiful gladiators battle right there. I loved it. I loved every second of that game, right? That's why we play Magic right there. Absolutely, I raise my fist to him. Absolute fucking gladiators battle right there. Loved it. With plays, counter plays, hope, despair, loss. That is the reason we play Magic, ladies and gentlemen. That was an amazing, fun game of Magic. I loved every second of it. And I hope you like this deck too. I hope you had a good time. Because, yeah, I mean, different types of Finn talks to it, you know what I mean? We got a couple of different options here. We got a couple of different surprises. Tox is back. Golgari Tox is, they can do something to you, man, you know? So, all that being said, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye. We'll see you in the next one.